What's up, guys? I'm Michele Boyd, and I just wanted to do a really quick and dirty pre-finale video about what I think might actually happen in the Game of Thrones Season 6 finale. You may know me from watching Thrones. We're on Screen Junkies Plus every Monday, although this Monday is our final show. We're going to be on at 1 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, analyzing, breaking down the finale. But before we get there, let's talk about some stuff that I think may or may not be actually in the finale, because God knows there's so much speculation. Also, speaking of, there's gonna be spoilers. Book spoilers, show spoilers, whatever it is, this is your warning. So, let's start out with stuff I don't think is going to happen, because they've got a lot to pack in. I think this episode is gonna be like 79 minutes, but there's still quite a lot, and there's a lot that you can grab from the trailer as well. So, stuff I don't think is going to happen. I don't think we're gonna get any more Tower of Joy continuation. That feels to me like something that is gonna take a lot of time, that they really wanna spend their time with, and I don't think they're just gonna like shove it in the back of an episode at the finale. Like, that's something I feel like they kind of already teased and now they kind of want to build up to. I also don't think we're going to get the wall falling down. I think that is gonna happen. I think that would be really interesting, because how else are the White Walkers going to get from the Land of Always Winter down into Westeros? But I don't think it's going to happen here, mostly because I don't see that they really have any kind of mechanism for it. Like, yeah, the Night King grabbed Bran and that's how he was able to get inside the tree fortress, but I mean, he had to have grabbed a bunch of people before who crossed to the other side of the wall, and it didn't immediately fall down like it was made out of popsicle sticks or anything. So, I can't believe that that mark would be enough to actually break the entire wall or break the magic. Bran was already way up at like the magic tree fort, so I don't think he had enough time, even with Benjen/Cold Hands, to get down to the wall, first of all. Plus, these White Walkers don't seem to move very quickly, so again, I'd be surprised if they actually made it to the wall. Let's see, one more thing I don't think is going to happen. I don't think we're gonna get any more of Euron. I think maybe there's gonna be like a sea battle, because we haven't really seen that yet on Game of Thrones, so that would be kind of cool. But Dany already has her ships. I don't think she really needs Euron's fleet, and if she somehow ends up needing his fleet, again, I think that's going to be something they're going to want to develop a little bit more and not just put into the finale. All right, one last thing that I don't think is going to happen in the finale. I don't think Cersei's going to die. Mostly because I do believe in the Valonqar prophecy, and I kind of believe Jaime is the Valonqar, and in the trailer we saw Jaime is still at Riverrun celebrating a dinner with the Freys. So I don't think he's going to have enough time to get all the way from there down to King's Landing and in time to kill his sister. That's just a theory. Moving on to stuff I think might happen in the finale. Speaking of Cersei, I do think we're gonna see some wildfire. I think they've been pushing this whole, I'm gonna burn cities to the ground, I will burn houses to the ground. Cersei has been a closet pyro for like the last 2 or 3 seasons. Plus, I do think that rumor she was talking about with Qyburn actually was talking about the wildfire, because she knew about it underneath King's Landing. I'm hoping this was sort of a rumor of like, yes, it's still there, and yes, there's thousands of pots of it. I think what might happen is Tommen might die, Cersei gets pissed, blows up the entire city. That's one way it could happen. That would be kind of cool. Another thing that I think might happen, we might see Jon or Davos kill Melisandre. Obviously, we saw in the trailer that Davos is pretty pissed at Melisandre for what she did to Shireen, and I think if she's going to be presented to Jon for judgment, I don't know, but I feel like there's a good chance that we don't necessarily need her in the plot anymore. You know, now you've got Kinvara, you have that whole Red Priest over in Essos happening right now, and she's like the, main priestess. And you also have Melisandre kind of fulfilling her purpose by bringing Jon back to life. Like, your job's done, you're good, go home, go visit your Lord of Light, go, disintegrate into ashes or whatever your 400-year-old body decides to do. So, one last thing I think we might actually see in the finale, and I hesitate to say this because God knows we've been begging for it for seasons now, and they've straight up said it's not going to happen. However, Lady Stoneheart. And hear me out. First of all, could they have mentioned Catelyn any more this season, and specifically how she died? I mean, they mention it with Brienne, they mention it with the Blackfish, they mention it with Jaime, they mention it with the Freys. Like, let's talk about how Catelyn died in literally every episode this season. But here's possibly a real reason why I think it might happen. At the beginning of the season, Maisie Williams and Sophie Turner, who play Arya and Sansa, played the game Two Truths and a Lie. And they kind of gave conflicting answers, so a little bit of like deductive reasoning here. Sophie Turner said the three things: Ramsay dies, Lady Stoneheart returns, and Arya checks 3 people off her list. Maisie Williams said Arya goes back to Westeros, Arya's in the trailer more times than people realize because they don't realize it's her, meaning I'm pretty sure like, faceless man. Or Arya doesn't cross any more names off her list. So, couple things. Obviously, Ramsay's dead. So right away, that's a truth off of Sansa's. Then you've got Lady Stoneheart returns and Arya checks 3 more people off her list. I mean, you can't say for sure, but considering where we left Arya, I would be shocked if she somehow managed, after telling Jaqen to basically go fuck himself and going back to Westeros, I'm Arya Stark, bitch, somehow managed to then cross 3 more people off her list in the final episode. Right there, you kind of have some Lady Stoneheart happening. Because, I mean, again, this is all assuming that they're not fucking with us and that everything wasn't a total lie. But when you go to Macy's, Arya goes back to Westeros, back over the sea. Very good chance of that happening. That's what she told Jaqen she was going to be doing. Arya is in the trailer more times than people have realized because they don't realize it's her. I've gone over the trailer and I don't really see anyone that I can't immediately recognize. So I don't believe that one is true. And the third one, Arya doesn't cross any more names off her list. There's a pretty good possibility of that because we've only said that she's going back to Westeros, so it's just another traveling shot of her on a boat. So, Maisie Williams, the 2 truths, I believe. Arya goes back to Westeros, back over the sea, and Arya doesn't cross any more names off her list. Which means the second one, Arya's in the trailer more times than people realize, was the lie. Now, using deductive reasoning and going back to Sansa's thing, that means if Arya doesn't cross any more names off her list, that Sophie Turner's statement of Arya checks 3 more people off her list is definitely a lie. And that means, holy crap, Lady Stoneheart. I don't even know what to do with this. If after 6 seasons of teasing and hoping and straight out telling us that she was not coming into the show, they all of a sudden spring her on it. And we've got a really good scene for it too, because you know the Jaime and the Freys are having their little dinner party, so how effing cool would it be to have Lady Stoneheart come in and deal some sweet, sweet justice to that bitch? That would be pretty awesome. Anyway, that's what I think may and may not happen in the finale. It airs tomorrow, if I manage to get this video up today, which I'm not sure, but if not today, then I will definitely try to upload it first thing tomorrow morning, Sunday morning, so you can at least have it a little bit before the finale. We're going to be doing a finale party with some friends, including Ken Knapsack from Watching Thrones with me, so I'll probably be Snapchatting or Periscoping at least a little bit, some of that, so, you know, keep a lookout. You can find all my social media stuff here or down below, whatever works. Thank you guys for watching. Sorry about the quick and dirty stuff. It's been kind of a crazy week. I found myself in a bit of a cosplay hole, crafting with a lot of Warbla and armor and stuff for Comic-Con, San Diego Comic-Con, which is coming up in like 4 weeks, so I'm terrified. But that will be really fun. Catch Watching Thrones on Monday after the finale to go over everything. We're going to go over the season a little bit, try to see what's coming. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Bye!